Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo. Fair use, fair use, fair use. YouTube. What's going on, everybody? Pause the music for a minute. What's going on? Yeah, welcome to the show. Welcome all of my uh regulars and the newcomers. Thank you for chiming in. I got a good show for you right here. I hope you really enjoy it. This is we're talking about Jay-Z's paternity case, and we're also going to talk about the legal issue he had with this fake rape case. Okay. First, we're going to start off with the alleged paternity test here. All right. So, just to give you a brief synopsis on what you're about to hear, this was shocking to me. All right. But yeah, Jay Z had sex with this lady, as she alleges. She wrote an affidavit, right? So they had sex, they had protected sex. It was a one night stand. Um, she was in a relationship with a long term boyfriend. They had, their little on and off things or whatever. That was her long term boyfriend, and she cheated on him one night. Had a one night stand with Jay Z. Um, then at that time, she knew him as Rock, uh, and Jay Z didn't even know her real name. So they were hooked up between a mutual friend. He didn't know her real name. He didn't know her age. He met up with them, and they went back to his aunt's apartment in Brooklyn, and she let him smash. Right now, they used a condom. She alleges, and that was it. She had the baby. The long term boyfriend thought that was his kid. Was at the hospital when she had the baby. Signed the damn birth certificate of the baby. He's the father. So, uh, I mean, that could possibly be why he was able to get away from taking a paternity test because according to this birth certificate, Pop, that's your daddy. All right. So that's a brief synopsis. We're going to get real deep into this. This is really good. This is going to be a really good stream. Okay. So I want to show you right here. This is the affidavit that they were talking about. I'm going to blow it up for you. Okay. So this is the affidavit of Wanda. Don't forget, Jay Z knew her as Caramel or Precious. Okay, he didn't know her real name. Okay, so she writes these allegations about my relationship with Sean Carter. I met Sean Corey Carter fall 1992. He and yeah, and he identifies himself as Rock through my friend Kalisha Allen, who was eyewitness. Mr. Carter and a friend came to Philadelphia to pick up both me and Kalisha. Okay, around the area of 24th and Bolton Street in Philadelphia. I went by the name of Caramel or Precious, right? So she's not sure which one she went by, but she went by one of those. Those must be one of her go-tos. Okay. So she tells some niggas her name is Caramel, and she tells some other niggas her name is Precious. All right. All right. So uh Alicia rode in the front of the car with Sean's friend, while Wanda, aka Caramel slash Precious, rode in the back with Sean. The driver drove what looked like an Eldorado car with which was gold slash yellow. We were taken back to Sean's aunt's apartment in Brooklyn Projects in New York, probably Marcy. The building had elevator with gates and mirrors inside. I am unsure of the floor, but the apartment had two bedroom, and the bedrooms were off to your left once you entered the apartment. After talking, drinking, and dancing, my girlfriend went off to the room with Sean's friend, and I went with Sean. Sean was wearing a black Woolrich hood jacket with a hat, and his hair was a small afro. But once they left his aunt's house, he put on his black leather jacket. Sean and I did have protected sex, but the protection broke. Sean and his friend returned 2 weeks later to see us girls again, but they only found me Wanda since Kalisha was having problems at home. Sean asked me to leave with him, but I told him I could not because my mother would be upset. I never saw him again until later on television, but I still had no idea of his real name until later and did not know how to reach him. All right, this last part here is very important to me. Okay, what she says, Sean and his friend returned 2 weeks later to see us girls again. This means to smash again, but they only found me. Since Kalisha was having problems at home, Sean asked me to leave with him, but I told him I could not because my mother would be upset. Okay, so they didn't smash. So then they must have left. She says I never saw him again until year later on, a year later on television. So you saw him about 2 months after not 2 months, about a year later, about 3 months, right? 9 months of pregnancy, 10, 11, 12. So, but that makes a year. So you saw him when your kid was like 3 months old. You saw him on television, but you still had no idea of his real name until later and did not know how to reach him. All right. She signed the affidavit. It's stamped, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Okay. So, so he went by the name Brock. She referred to herself as Caramel or Precious. All right, shit. All right. Let's see here. In the affidavit, Wanda claims that her son was conceived that night, alleging she had protected sex with Jay-Z, but the protection broke. All right. Okay. At the time of her alleged encounter with the rapper, Wanda says that Jay-Z went by the street name Rock, the precursor to his billion-dollar company, Rock Nation. Jay-Z did not know her as Wanda. She claims, stating in the affidavit that she went by the alias Caramel and Precious in 1992. When she says her meeting with Jay-Z took place, Wanda was 16 years old in high school, and Jay-Z, who was born and raised in Brooklyn, New York, was 22. So that is important because that right there lets us know he did not know how old she was. Right? Coming from her, she didn't even tell him how old she was. All right. That's good. That is good. Okay. Because he didn't know how old the fuck the girl was. She gave him a fake name. She had the baby and put it on the other guy. It's crazy. All right. So this is why he's not really accepting of this situation here. Okay. It's still a lot more. It gets juicier. Okay. Pause. Ayo. All right. After the okay, Jay-Z did not know her name. All right. Okay. Wanda further claimed that the only person who knew about the alleged encounter was her friend Kalisha Allen, who signed the affidavit as an eyewitness. They put a notary on it and all that. Okay. Signed affidavit on a relationship, right? This document was signed Notary Public February 25th, 2015. That says, I want to write these allegations about my relationship with Sean Carter. All right, we read all that. Okay, so that's her with her son. All right. She went by aliases Caramel and Precious. All right, black Woolworths jacket, the elevator. All right. So this is the guy that is, I guess, advocating for him. This guy, let's see what it says here. See wearing a t-shirt in honor of his late mom and advocate for his case. Wants years of court documents unsealed so that the public can access the case. Okay? So that the public can access the case. So this seems ill intent, if you ask me. This sounds like ill intent. You already said what your objective was, kid. You're here to do harm. You're there to do harm. Okay? I don't know what to tell you, kid.
Most incredible, baby.
So, where are we? 11 minutes in, so we know the reason on why he's really not jacking it.
I can't see him.
All right.
So I gotta make the song cry.
Let's see. Let's go back.
I can't see him coming out my eyes, so I gotta make the song cry. Good dude.
View gallery 18. I'll do that later. All right. Like a crook move. This is him saying something. Supreme Court rejected his new motion, which highlights specific points throughout the case in 29 pages. The court stated that it did not have jurisdiction to reopen matters in the appeals court or to unseal records in the trial court. Rymir then filed a motion with the appellate division, which was denied May 8th. He says he will now file an appeal with the district court. Last week, Rymir spoke to dailymail.com about the case and said, "I won't stop fighting for this until I win. And I will win because the law is on our side. This is not going to be over until justice is served." So, listen to me. This whole shit, until justice is served, and all of this shit, bro. Your mom cheated on her man and got pregnant by some dude from a one-night stand and put it on the other guy. She only said something. She only wrote this affidavit when she became ill. All right. She only hunted after Jay-Z because she saw he was a fucking star. So when we talk about justice, you know, yeah, man, nah. You don't deserve no justice. Nobody did nothing wrong to you. Your mom put you in a fucked up situation. She put another man in a fucked up situation. But other than that, ain't nobody do nothing to you. This guy ain't do nothing to you. Your mom had another nigga sign a birth certificate, which is why today they're advocating to have mandatory paternity tests. Because of shit that your mom did. Bunch of women doing shit that your mom did. And they're pushing to punish them. They're pushing to make it mandatory. All right. How fair is that to that guy? Not fair at all. All right. Ain't nobody do nothing to you. You are not a victim, man. All right. You gotta get out of this fucking victim mindset, hamster wheel you on. All right. Till justice is served. Everybody wants fucking justice. Oh, shut the hell up. I just want to live my life, and when it's all said and done, I hope that Jay Z would want to be a part of my life if that's God will. Now, I'm sure that's not going to happen. Wanda claims she had sex with Jay Z in 1992, and at the time, the rapper was far from a global icon he is today. It was 4 years before the release date of his debut studio album, Reasonable Doubt, 1996. At the time of their tryst, Wanda was on a on again, off again relationship with the high school sweetheart, Robert Graves. Wow. At the time of her one night stand fling, she was on an on again, off again relationship with a high school sweetheart. However, she says it was her alleged one night stand with Jay Z, which she kept hidden from Robert, during which her son Rymir was conceived. She didn't even tell a man that she had a one night stand. Created in deception, Pop. Created in deception. So listen, man. Only thing you really could do is blame your moms, man. Your moms ain't had to go and fuck another nigga. She chose to do that. The truth is nasty. You heard? Truth is nasty. All right. So when Wanda gave birth to Rymir in 1993, Robert was by her side right here. When Wanda gave birth to Rymir in 1993, Robert was by her side in the hospital and signed Rymir's birth certificate as his biological father. Women. A family insider says Wanda knew that Robert was not Ramir's real dad, right? So she knew he wasn't his real dad, right? Knew he wasn't the real dad early on when he looked nothing like him. Ramir says that Wanda told him that Jay Z was his biological father when he was 8 years old. It wasn't until 2010 when Wanda heart condition, which was the result of untreated scarlet fever, when she was 2 years old, did the case paternity become an issue. When Wanda met Jay Z, he was a normal guy. When she began to plead for a paternity test, he was a mega superstar, marrying his wife Beyonce in 2008. Wow. Wanda was sure that she Wanda was sure that she had sex with only two men when she became pregnant in 1992. The two men were Robert and Jay Z. It wasn't even supposed to be two, man. But you okay? Okay. She filed paper. She filed paperwork with a Pennsylvania court to make both men take a paternity test in order to determine her son's real father, who was her son's real father. When the court issued an order, Robert agreed to undergo genetic testing, proving once without any shadow of a doubt that he and Ramir had no biological relation. So he was taking care of this kid for 8 years. He was taking care of that kid for 8 years, thinking he was the father. And she knew he wasn't the father. So, I mean, listen, man, this shit is nasty. This is effed up. All right. So now on the picture leaving the courthouse following a proceeding regarding the paternity case. She died 4 years later. Mm, well, all right, so this is him. Took a selfie. Told his YouTube followers last year, "I will not let anyone put this on my name, my mother's name, or my godmother's name. We will fight for what is right. I will not let anyone put this on my name, my mother's name, or my godmother. You won't let anyone put what on your people's name? You want anyone put what on? What is he talking about? You know, people say weird when a person's trying to convince you of some dumb shit. They say dumb shit. Like when you listen to these people talk about, oh, there's more than two genders, and you could be a woman if you just feel like you're like stupid shit, and they tell you dumb shit to try to convince you that what they're saying is right. Shit like that is exactly what that is. I won't let anyone put this on me, my name, my mother, my godmother's name. You want anyone to put what on your name? Niggas just people just be saying shit. Just fucking saying shit. That shit makes no sense. Robert's name was removed from Ramir's birth certificate by the court and has remained blank ever since. In 2011, Wanda handed over custody of her son to Ramir's godmother, Lily, who has been fighting on behalf of Ramir ever since. Lily told Daily Mail, I was just trying to help my goddaughter's child have a relationship with his father, recounting how Ramiro was forced to accept the fact that his mother was dying at the time. Lily added, it was so hard on him because he was ripped away from his mom and had no one to call dad. That same year, multiple reports surfaced alleging that Jay Z had fathered another son with a Trinidadian model, Chanel Scott. Claims that the rapper team were quick to dismiss the ridiculous rumors. In 2012, Lily and Ramiro began to pursue legal action against Jay Z, a battle that has been now spanned for more than 10 years and seen the pair embroiled in endless legal back and forth with the rapper's attorneys. Ramiro insists Jay Z's lawyers have attempted to subvert the system so that their client did not have to take a paternity test, which Ramiro believes will put an end to the case once and for all. Documentation about every legal proceeding is enclosed in Ramiro's new motion, which has been seen by DailyMail.com and which outlines how the case began with a pretrial in Camden, New Jersey, 2012. During the pretrial, Jay-Z legal team argued New Jersey court had no jurisdiction over the case because it had first been filed by his mother, Wanda, in Pennsylvania. So how the fuck is Jersey going to get in here talking any shit? Okay, I get it. Therefore, Jay-Z's attorney said the case should be dismissed outright because Ramir was over 18 at the time and of the pretrial. Pennsylvania laws state that paternity test must be established before a child reached the age of adulthood. Okay, so reading that, right? That coincides with what I read. Okay. But what I read for the New York state, it is 21, right? So for each state, it's different. Okay. So if Pennsylvania law states that paternity must be established before a child reaches the age of adulthood, which is 18, the court, however, disagreed, stating that the case should be decided under New Jersey law, which defines the age of the parentage as being 23. Okay, so Jay-Z's lawyer argued that he should be exempt from undergoing a DNA test in New Jersey because he did not live or own property in the state, despite several articles linking him to homes in Alpine and Newport. The client does not have contacts in New Jersey. He does not own residences. He does not own anything in Alpine. He does not own anything in Newport. I don't know why that information is out there. It's on the internet, his lawyers told the court. As a result of this argument, the judge dismissed the case. Okay, so uh, saying that he subverted the legal system, he didn't subvert the legal system. He had a good lawyer that just didn't say, okay. You know, he had a good lawyer that just didn't accept what the judge was saying. He challenged the court with the facts. They said, "Oh shit, okay, yeah, you're right. There is no subverting. You didn't pay anybody off, nigga. If that's the laws, if that's the law, if that's the rule, then that's what the fuck it is." And guess what? He's gonna do the same thing this time. You're 30, bro. You're 30, 30, 30. You know, it's over, man. All right. And the fact that you at the public and you want to do all of those things are coming back to bite you. That's why he's not agreeing with it because he sees what you're trying to do. You don't come in good faith. You come in ill will. You come to do harm. So, not happening. Yeah, this isn't going to go anywhere. I bet you $5 this ain't gonna go nowhere. All right, where we at? Hold on. All right, judge dismissed the case. So the Ramirez's attorney, immediately appealed the verdict, insisting that they had evidence in the form of three property deeds, tax records, proving that Jay Z owned several properties in New Jersey, and that his attorney therefore committed fraud by stating otherwise in court. Fraud. Okay. All right. Let's see what this is here. 10-25. What is this? So the context that there was any business interest, their minimum, and Cocoa is exactly what the father had business interest. I believe California traveled. All right, yeah, nah, I don't know what that is. Okay, so these are documents. Owner. Okay, so we got Carter S. Morrison Brown. Okay, we got Miami, Florida, right here. Property information, property location, county, Essex. Ooh, district, West Orange. Okay, property class, two residential. Okay, 11,000 in taxes. All right, next one, record date January 2012. Um, Carter Morrison Brown. Owner address is in Miami. Property location, Essex, West Orange. Hmm, goddamn, 26,000 in taxes. Whew. Lilly submitted these documents to the court to show that Jay Z owned several properties in New Jersey, which would give the court jurisdiction to require a DNA testing. The court, however, ruled in favor of Jay Z. Um, interesting. Hmm. All right. NAACP has sent multiple letters to the Jersey state legislator demanding that Rymir get due process. Hey, hey, wow, look at this hating ass chick right here. You see this bitch right here? See this one right here, ladies? You gotta watch these bitches right. They're not happy for you, huh? That nigga like Michael Jackson in the back. Oh, all right. Jay Z, you ain't got no socks on, bro? Crazy. All right, Jay Z, Beyonce at the Grammy in 2015 have never spoken publicly about the case. In a letter, the rapper's attorney denied Rymir and Wanda's claims. What we got here? What is this? Okay. All right. Deeds article supplied by Rymir. Several properties Jay Z is still listed as the owner under his legal name, Sean Corey Carter. In addition, several of the immediate family members are also listed. Amir and his legal team submitted the deeds as evidence for their appeal, and the case resumed in 2012. During a hearing, part of the trial, Jay-Z's attorney noted that she had misspoken about where he really lived, having told the court that the rapper lived at 411 Broadway in New York City, which is actually the office of his record label, Rock Nation. I did misspeak at the last hearing because I really did think Broadway was the home address for the stadium. However, the case was still dismissed. You fucking up, baby. At the rapper's lawyer contended that Rymir and Lily had failed to prove Sean Corey Carter listed the deeds was in fact her client and that another person lived with the same name. Wow. Yo. Oh shit. All right, so they argued, listen, man, you said that I live at 411 Broadway. So his lawyer said, well, she failed to prove that it wasn't in fact my client. It could have been another person of the same name. She failed to prove that it was my client. She gave the wrong address. That could have been another Sean Corey Carter. Then, okay, these are what they call technicalities. Okay, your lawyer that you hired fucked up. All right, plaintiff's request for genetic testing and for support. Wow, I thought you didn't want nothing, B. Thought you didn't want nothing, man. Wow. I thought you didn't want nothing. You motherfucker. You motherfucker. Yeah. That's why they don't trust you. That's why they don't trust you. Nah, I see. Okay. So, uh, where were we? So the plaintiff's request for genetic testing and for support is dismissed for lack of subject matter jurisdiction, for lack of personal jurisdiction over defendant Corey Carter without prejudice, the court ruled. December 2014, Rymir filed a civil lawsuit against Jay-Z and his attorney which the rapper's legal team made the same argument that they had done during the 2012-2013 hearing, that they did not own any property in New Jersey and could therefore not be subject to a paternity test ruling in the state. Again, the court ruled in Jay-Z's favor and dismissed the case. Okay. Up until now, the entire case has been sealed by the court, which means that the public cannot obtain files pertaining to the case. Rymir will stop at nothing to have the documents unsealed. Now, I need to know. Okay, yes, courts can unseal documents, but the process depends on several factors: the nature of the information, what is being sealed and why, how long it's been sealed, how long the material has been restricted from the public access, whether jurisdiction still exists, whether the reasons for sealing the material are still valid, whether it was properly sealed, the judge, the individual judge's decision, whether attorneys are involved, whether the attorneys who are actively involved in a case request access. Um, Sealed documents are court records that are restricted from public access, often to protect sensitive information. Unsealed documents are publicly accessed and can be viewed by anyone. Uh, Courts. Now, I want to know if you could stop a court from unsealing documents. Let me see here. While you cannot completely prevent a court from unsealing documents, uh, while you can completely prevent a court from unsealing documents, You can file a motion to oppose the unsealing by arguing that the document should remain sealed due to compelling reasons like protecting sensitive information, privacy concerns, or potential harm to ongoing investigations. However, the court will ultimately decide whether to unseal the documents based on the arguments presented and the legal standards in place, which generally favor public access to court records unless there are strong justifications for sealing them. Hmm. Okay, so key points to remember: you need a burden of proof. The party seeking the documents unsealed bears the burden of demonstrating a compelling reason for doing so. So you need a compelling reason for me taking a DNA test. Uh, yeah, okay. So, all right, specific arguments. Specific arguments. When opposing unsealing, you must clearly identify the specific sensitive information. Okay. Courts may ask about all alternative measures to protect sensitive information, such as redaction before granting. Oh, okay. Hmm. Okay. Medical records, sensitive medical information that could violate patient privacy. Hmm. Could patient privacy, could paternity, okay. Can DNA testing count as sensitive? Probably not, but I'm going to ask. Okay. Fuck. No, it doesn't. All right. That's the HIPAA Act. No, it doesn't include genetic information. Bumba Clyde. Well, kid. All right. All right. Okay. Again, the court will just public available created by Rymir. Oh, so he created a website, put all see, this is the shit I'm talking about. This is why he's not fucking with you. This is why he's not fucking with you, bro. This shit right here. Jay-Z teen Jay-Z teen lover allege. What the fuck? Look at this shit this guy put out. So you built the website up here. All right, so desk of Leslie, blah blah blah, blah. Camden. This is New Jersey document return letter. Complainant and third party complaint. Defendant's a refund check $57 will be sent under separate cover. not Camden County. What is this? Camden County fee payment received $57. Uh, special civil fees. Okay, what's this? Civil park complaint. All right, Lily Colley, Sean Carter. They put the nigga address 1318 Walker Road, West Orange. What year was this? Okay, Colley. Lily Colley filed paternity action suit against Sean Carter in Camden. This action was sent to the Carter's work address, already on file in the court. June 11, lead attorney, previous legal communication with August 3rd. Mr. Carter, a local attorney, presented the application of limited appearance to the court, requesting Ms. Colley application to be dismissed. Huh? During the hearing took place on August 13th, Mr. Carter not only presented false documents to the court in regard to his address, but his attorney, Liz Fisher, also verbally repeatedly gave knowingly false information to the court in regard to her Mr. Carter's minimum contacts. A portion of Ms. Coley's application submitted specifically stated Carter client work address, but Carter and his attorney tried to mischaracterize the facts. Mr. Carter saw and reviewed Ms. Colley's application before his attorney wrote her cross response. It was stated had numerous properties, but Mr. Carter's attorney kept stating he did not. And put another false address of 411 Broadway as her client's home, which actually turned out to be a parking lot. Wow. You know, I mean, legally, however it turns out, it's going to turn out. But me personally, I take that shit because he's not being genuine. You know, I see him as trying to hurt. He's trying to hurt him financially. You know, listen, man. That's what happened when women do shit like that, bro. All right, so going over the facts, we see that she was involved with another man. She had a one night stand with Jay-Z. They used protection. She alleges it broke, and she had the baby. She let the guy think it was his, even after she saw it wasn't. Yeah, so God took care of that kid for 8 years. And then she finally said something. She got sick. I think it's also more so to prove to people, because I'm sure he probably told people, he was like, yo, that's my dad. That's my dad. And they were like, nigga, that ain't your father. So I'm pretty sure that got on his nerves too. So, I mean, that's why y'all women can't be doing that shit, man. Okay, let's see. Rymir will continue to fight for his right to have due process for himself, for those who have supported him, and especially for his mother, Wanda. In 2016, bedridden mother spoke out again in support of the case. Okay. She stated in a video shared on Radar Line, April 20th, 2016. Uh, I want the world to know that I support my son in his paternity suit with Corey Carter. I stand by my allegations regarding this man. In 2015, Rymir sued Jay-Z for civil damages. See, yo, you see this shit? 2015, Rymir sued Jay-Z for civil damages, claiming the rapper had obstructed his ability to get closure. Wow. Okay. So he also filed a lawsuit, a civil suit against him, get that money. All right, Rymir Lilly filed civil rights complaint to the judge uh, Grant for violations that included not following normal procedures for the court services based on gender, class, and retaliation. Oh my God. They also filed civil rights complaints in New Jersey, Attorney General by Governor of New Jersey. Uh, they repeated the civil rights violation complaints in 2018, 2019, 2021, 2022, and 2020. All the other claims were dismissed. In 2022, YouTube video, Rymir made clear his feelings about the case, telling the world, I don't feel like our rights are appreciated. There is a lot of fraud and collusion that has been going on, and I'm not going to let that pass. We are going in there with our hard earned money to fight fraud. The judges are allowing this to go on. Someone over them should be held responsible for this. I just want everyone to keep their eyes open. We should not go into a courtroom and feel like we are the victims. We got stepped on and tried to get dragged through the system. You know who's getting stepped on and dragged through the system? The dude who raised you for 8 years and Jay-Z. You filed suits. It was a one night stand. Your mom had a boyfriend. There was like if he was just a regular nigga on the block, she wouldn't be going after him. You wouldn't give a fuck. Honestly, if he was just another dude standing in front of the fucking liquor store at 53 years old, you wouldn't be trying to find out if that was your dad. You wouldn't care. So bugging. Regular bum hood shit. Regular bum shit. Hand up. Wow, B. Fucking wow. So stepped on, drafted one. I will not let anyone put this on my name. Blah 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 blah. We will fight for what's right, like we have been doing all these years. Come on, dog. Jay-Z has never spoken about the case. In 2018, album with Beyonce called The Carters. You heard about us. He vaguely addressed the accusations. The lyrics to the song state Billie Jean in his prime. For the thousandth time, the kid ain't mine. Online, they call me dad. Kiddingly, you are supposed to take this dad thing literally. I mean, you're not supposed to take this dad thing literally. Wow. Wow. See, wasn't that good? Wasn't that interesting? It really was. All right. Mm, mm, mm. The shit we just learned. All right, let's see what's going on
It takes two to feel the joy. Earn unlimited 2% cash back, 1% when you buy, and 1% as you pay with the
here. Niggas
City
do
Double
not
Cash
dance
Card.
like that. In
A lot of things that's going on still in our court system. I'm just trying to keep the world really aware because this is something that's going on continuously on a daily basis with maybe many different people. So as I said, I was in the major court, me, my mom, my godmom, we've been in court for many years and it's just been crazy. Like as I said before, it's been crazy. We've been going in there. I don't feel like we've been getting our rights really appreciated. So important to deal with, because all the fraud on the court, if we just let that, just pass and not say anything about it, they will continue to do anything they want. This is not just with us, it's with people in the world. Like, a lot of fraud and a lot of collusion that's just been going on and just been looked over was never supposed to happen. Like, and I would not let that pass. I'm not letting the lawyers get away with that. They will not go in the courtroom of justice and just lie like that and continue to get praised off it, or use this lie to benefit.
Your mom lied. Your mom lied. Your mom lied. That's your mom. You love her. But listen, man, we got names for people like that. I'm not going to disrespect your mom, you know. But we got names for women who do what your mom did. Okay. I mean, that's it. It is what it is, man.
Off all these years, like, we've been going to court, putting our hard-earned money out there, and we going in there to fight fraud. That's just that's craziness. That's really craziness, and I don't think nobody in the world should have to go through that. You going in there, you paying your hard-earned money. You got these lawyers that just frauding and pitting doing anything they want basically in the courtroom, and the judges is just allowing this to go on. I honestly believe that both of them should be hold it responsible for this, because if you guys, this is you guys' job, and if the judge can't see this or overlook it, I can understand a mistake, but just throughout the years, this continue to overlook fraud is just craziness to me. Like, come on, it's right there in your face. If you can't see that, then I don't know what else we can do to help you guys believe that it's something crazy going on with this case. Honestly, I just want everybody in the world just to keep their eyes open and just watch things that happen, that just like how things unfold, because it's crazy. It really is crazy. These judges, these lawyers, this fraud, collusion, who knows what it's for, money or friendships or whatever they got going on. But I can honestly say that we should never go in the courtroom feeling like we're already the victims and we did nothing wrong. We did nothing wrong but come in here, tell you guys the truth, put our life on the line, come to every court case and give you 100% plus of us. And basically we just got stepped over.
Listen, Papa, you're not doing anybody no favor. You pleading your case asking for money isn't doing anybody a favor. That's not helping nobody. That helps you. That helps you. Your mom or whoever, this whole thing was built off of lies, off of that lady, man. Then you're not coming in good faith. You're coming in with lawsuits. You're trying to sue this. You're trying to sue for this. You want damages for closure. Like what? What? You just want money. When you found out that was your pop since 8, I think that did more harm to you than it did good. When your mom's told you that, I think that did more harm than good. Because I think that took the drive out of you. I think since 8 years old to 30, you've just been waiting for this check. So you haven't been putting in work to do anything. You've just been waiting on this one big payday. Been saying, yo, man, when this lawsuit come through, I'm gonna be rich. And that stole your drive. I guarantee that's what happened. Yeah, nah. I can bet you $10 is gonna be the same outcome, kid. I bet you.
over, stepped on, and basically, just try to get dragged through the system. But no, we won't let that go. That's not us. We're not we're not letting this go, and we will continue to fight. Like, especially for fraud and collusion that's been going on. No, I will not let nobody just put that on my name, my mother's name, my godmother's name. We will fight for what is right, like we've been doing all
Put what on you guys' name? Put what?
these years. Spend time with their family and their loved ones, and anyone that was sick. We pray for you guys and hope you got out of your sickness and everything like that. Like, it's been a new year, and we just want to bring in positivity this year, and just do the right thing. It's a brand new slate, and I think we should just come in this year just want to do the right thing and the correct thing, not just for us, just for everybody in the world. Just do the right thing. So my court case is still going on, it's still active, and I want to thank everybody who's been supporting me from day one. I want to ask y'all to keep supporting me and keep coming in, because we couldn't do it without you guys. It's all about us. It's not just about me. This thing is about me getting it done, but it's all about us in the world. I'm trying to make sure any court system we go in or any courtroom we go in, we getting treated correctly and fairly, and things are not going over judges' heads and lawyers are not lying and things of that sort. So 2023 in my case right now, and I just want to talk about just a clean slate with New Jersey Supreme Court. There's been a whole lot of fraud and collusion, and I'm not pointing no fingers. I'm just asking everybody, all the judges or anybody who's working on the case, to do what's right and do their job the correct way. Even if you overlook something or didn't see something, everybody makes mistakes, as I said before, but it's time to actually do your job and look at everything and get it correct, because you cannot use fraud to continue anything in this world. You can't use fraud to help you get forward in life. Then try to continue on your fraud, or continue using fraud to get forward in life, and of course just let you do that. That's unconstitutional, and I think we should really be looking to fix that problem. They can't conceal something obtained by fraud, and that's for anyone in the world. So you can't go in the store and tell someone, I'm going to bring you back $20, let me just get that, and they just believe you, and you just, like, because they know you or anything like that. So basically what I'm saying is, the courts overlook things. They overlook a lot of things, and as I said before, it's not anyone's fault, but I'm just saying I think these guys should do their job. We got high-end judges. We in Supreme Court, this is the highest court in the world, and there shouldn't be no mistakes made. And I understand we're all humans and mistakes are made, but I'm just asking you guys to fix the problem. Fix the problem. It's pretty simple. Overlook the case files, and the things that you got sealed, if there's no problem and there's no lies in there or anything like that, it should be unsealed. It should be unsealed to the public. The public should be able to come and see
What?
anything they want and be able to read this information, especially if we look for
For what? For what? Why you want the public to see that uh the guy took a paternity? Like, why is that important to you? Like why it can't be private? It's got to be public, because you want to prove. See, I told you to all of these you fucking homeboys, the niggas that laughed at you, was like, man, that ain't your fucking daddy. What you talking about? And you're like, yes, it is. Yes, he is my daddy. That's why you want it to be public. But like I said, I think that hurt you. I think that hope hurt you.
our government to, we look for our government for everything, and we go to court to get justice. We don't go to court to let someone use fraud, and that just hurts your life. Somebody can just use fraud on the other side and continue to use fraud for years and years and years. And
Your mom used fraud for 8 years, at least. Right? She told you when you were 8. I didn't say when she told the guy, but she told you when you were 8. So for the first 8 years of your life, she was committing fraud to this guy, lying. She told him that it was his kid. She told him that you were his kid. He signed your birth certificate. You want to talk about fraud?
This so I just want to say this is just like I said, I'm not pointing fingers at anyone.
Uh, all right. So now we know what happened. All right. There's other things going on here and all of that. So the juicy part. What is a paternity suit? Well, paternity suit is nothing more than a lawsuit filed by a child, mother, or a child's alleged and presumed father, or child support court lawyer, in order to legally determine whether or not an alleged presumed father is the child's biological. Okay. Uh, Now, it's just a legal action taken to establish by the biological father. All right. So the legal recognition, they got to successfully recognize a man as the father, and with all of the rights and responsibilities that entails, you need scientific evidence, which is the DNA. You need court involvement, family court, and the judge, right? And far-reaching consequences. The outcome of paternity suit can affect child support, custody arrangements, inheritance rights, and blah 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 blah. Now, there is a statute of limitations on this, right? As he spoke about before, when he said in Pennsylvania it was 18. In this particular case that I'm looking at, this particular date, I looked to New York. I didn't look in New Jersey because they're trying to establish. I don't know why. It is the time commence a paternity proceeding under Article 15. Is any time during the pregnancy of the mother or after the child is born, but not after 21 years. See that? Not after 21 years, Bob. All right. The other state, I think in Jersey, they said it was 23. Okay. Now, here is where it gets a little tricky. This is what you're going for. This is what you're looking for. You're looking for retroactive child support, which is unpaid back child support. That's what you're looking for. Okay. An adult child may sue for back child support by stepping into the deceased custodial parent's shoes in order to seek back child support on behalf of their parent's estate. Your parent's estate could be anything, basically it's everything that person owned, their net worth, whether it was a TV, a couch, whatever, right? So that's what you're looking for. You're trying to get the retroactive child support, which would be a one-time payout for you, which would probably be around $7.5 million. And that figure comes from, I got that figure from just multiplying 30 grand a month. Calculator. So let's see here. All right. So let's say that they awarded you 30 grand a month, right? This is just like a round figure, right? 30 grand a month times 12 months equals $360,000, right? And we'll times that by what they said, 23 years. 23 years. All right, so you would get $8,280,000. Okay, so that's what you're looking for. But giving you $8 million and to him, because you were leading with this. Oh, he slept with my mom when she was 16 and he was 22. So you know what you're doing, right? And it's just not a good look for him. And I can see why he would be, he's saying fuck you. I can see why he's saying that, because that's what he's saying. He's saying fuck you. Is he wrong? No. How does a person look? They're going on with their life. He's about to marry Beyonce, and then hey, you know what? My kid is yours. Didn't know the name. Admitted that he used a condom. Another dude signed a birth certificate. She had a boyfriend. Like, no, we're not doing that. Hmm? Yo, tomorrow I'm gonna break down the case with that lion chick. So that's what's going on with this case, man. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'm out. Peace.